Okay, so it's a raining day, but let's be honest, I would be doing this video, staying inside, mess with the stuff, even if it wasn't rainy. But yeah, I was at an auction 3 or 4 days ago, 5 or 6, 7, 8, I don't know, and it was a sportsman auction, which is not something we're usually into. We was actually there to look at some other stuff, but we just happened to stay for the auction because we was already there, um, and we ended up buying a whole bunch of stuff for just to resell. Like, we set up at swap meets and stuff, and we're always out looking for just stuff we can make some money on. But yeah, I ended up buying probably around 100 of like some old fishing reels and stuff, which is just, that's fascinating to me. Like, look at the scroll work and stuff right here. That's super interesting. But yeah, the same reason I picked these up is the same reason that I picked up I think it's a 40s or 50s like vintage outboard motor, which I am making a video on at some point, getting it running and stuff. I just love like old mechanical stuff like this. I find it super interesting, and most importantly, I like making money, and I think I can make some money off of this. It's probably 8 of these little boxes just full of stuff like this, and I picked these up for $5 a piece. I think one we paid like $7.50 for, but these were all like $5 a piece. And the aim to this video is I'm gonna go through just about every single one of these little boxes. I feel like this video is gonna be super long, but I feel like it's gonna be interesting too. I'm gonna start cleaning some of these up because there's a swap meet this weekend, and it's currently Tuesday, but I'm at college, so I only have to this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon on top of like schoolwork and stuff to try to get these ready. I'm gonna piece these together. Like, there's a couple in here that are a couple in this whole lot right here that is pretty obviously just parts. Like, they're too far gone. So I'm gonna try to piece some stuff together with some other ones and make a little money on these. But most importantly, I'm kind of just looking forward to, I don't think this one's that old, but it's pretty. I'm just kind of looking forward to taking these apart and greasing them if they need it and stuff. This one's pretty good. This was just going to get cleaned up, and that's it. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's one little box right there, and this has some cleaning supplies, but it's even more of like little baggies. Ignore that it's currently November 5th. I just like Christmas. And I'm pretty much going home the whole month of December, so if I want to enjoy some Christmas decorations, I might as well get it out. But yeah, I'm just going to... See, there's some Zebcos. What? 202. That's not that old, but like, I don't know. You never know. This one, I know in particular, is pretty interesting. It's a Shakespeare Sportscast. This just got a really good look to it. I've got 2 days to go through a whole bunch of these and clean them up, price. I got some tape in here. I'm going to price and label them. The rule of YouTube is that if you find something interesting, someone else is going to. And that's got me pretty successful on my channel so far. So let's start going through this. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through these relatively fast, but only as fast as I want to. This is a Kmart, which, look at that old Kmart logo. That's cool. 007. Feels pretty smooth. So I don't think I'm going to worry about taking it apart, greasing it up and stuff. I've got some Scotch-Brite. I may try to get some of the surface rust off, and I may not. Just some Scotch-Brite. And already that looks a heck of a lot better. And I know that there's people that collect these and stuff. That's one of the main reasons I even thought about picking up all of these. Can't imagine it's that huge of a market, but it may fool me. This is also a little bit of a different video than compared to what I usually do. But actually, to be honest, I think it fits right in. Again, I just like old mechanical stuff. I keep saying that because it's true. And I'm sure there's some people that will want to use this, but I would imagine the people who are really interested in these older stuff just want it for show. So surface rust I can get over, but like I want it clean, I'm gonna call this one done. Clean up pretty good. You'll see that I've got some, actually you can't see, but I've got some white diamond out. This is really good stuff. I tried to clean up like this little area right here, and I'm sure I could get it better if I wanted to. but I don't think it's worth the time to spend on it. I try to hit these areas up to right too. This one's not bad. But yeah, I'm gonna lay this into the side. I'm gonna lay this into the side because I want to try to get. Actually, I don't know why. I took this off 5 minutes ago. I was looking for one of these. I took it off of this to clean it up. So I'm gonna put that back on there, and this one's good to go. I need to price it. I looked on eBay. They're going for about 15 bucks a piece. So this one's got some rust on it and stuff, and those did too. I'm thinking if I can get 10 out of it, you know, price it 10, take $8 for it or something. That's how swap meets work. You never get what you want out of it. Well, actually, that's not true. You price it high that way because you know someone's going to want to negotiate with you. I'm the same way. So I'm going to throw $10 on it, and if I can get that out of it, I'll be pretty happy. It's a pretty little reel. This one's a Johnson. Actually, sorry, it's the Citation by Johnson. This was actually on a. Listen to that thing. Some of these need grease, but some of these are literally just as smooth as what you're hearing right here. This was actually on a reel and rod combo that my dad picked up. Again, you can guess for how much. It's $5. And this reel, this reel, that's right, was worth, honestly, 3 times what the... Ooh, lights just flickered over there. They're worth 3 times what the rod was worth. So we put just a junker, like, reel on it. This one I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to tell you how much it is, because it's kind of surprising. The thing was, with the $5 bid or whatever, is it was a pawn shop that was closing down. The auction, for the pawn shop was only 3 years after, is over 3 years after the shop closed up. So that dude has been paying rent on that building for 3 years. And I think he was just ready to get rid of stuff. So most of them had a starting bid of $5, and most of them didn't go over that. So some of these boxes we pay like $7.50 for just because they were just packed full of stuff. But yeah, most of what we bought was $5. Okay, so I just Googled it real quick, and they're between 25 and 30 on eBay, and they look pretty identical to this. Let's go to this one. This is a Direct Drive by Shakespeare. This one I don't have the spinny thing. And again, also, if you know what the spinny thing, the actual word is, comment, because I don't know. Model 1926. This one's going to get laid to the side to try to find the spinny thing. But I think it's going to clean up pretty. This one cleaned up really good. Look at the shine right there. It's got a really nice patina to it. Also, the spinny thing, I don't know why I didn't think of it. This is obviously called the crank. I feel like that's what it's called. And I have made a quick observation. This Kmart, made in Taiwan probably, I don't know, reel looks awfully similar to this Shakespeare. You know, coincidence? I don't know. Obviously this is the knockoff of this, and this one felt pretty good, but after feeling this one has like no weight to it. But this one is around 20 bucks with the crank, so I'm gonna put 15 on it. If I find the crank, I'm still gonna probably keep it at 15. Okay, so I'm not gonna clean this one up, but this is the first part of reel I've came across. It's actually really cool looking, and it reminds you of this one. I'm not sure if it is. I don't think it is. No, they're different. But these I'm not going to clean up. I'm just going to show it to you because I do find it interesting still. This is going to go to the side for right now for parts, and if I don't need it, they're probably going to get thrown in a box for like $5 a piece. Ooh, that looks... J.C. Higgins. Look at that fish on there. See, they look like they already had a piece of tape on it or something. Oh, look at that. That's super interesting. This one's going to get cleaned up really nice because look at it. It has. I feel like it has to. It's pretty smooth. Probably use re-greasing, but I'm going to save the grease for ones that really need it. Didn't clean up as good as I wanted. Again, I tried to use some of that white diamond, and it just didn't seem to want to take some of the stuff off. And I'm sure I could have got after a little bit more, but I didn't want to damage any of these cool engravings or whatever. I thought they were engravings. Yeah, you can feel it with your fingernails. So again, not a huge money maker. There's one a little bit better shape. selling for 20 bucks, but it's also got like $30 shipping or something stupid. So I'm gonna put 20 on this. That's about where I see the other ones. There's this website called like PickClick or something that will show you what has been sold on eBay, and they're selling for around that. So, okay, next is it's a Mohawk. Probably put this in a little bag together. So I'm assuming that's what it. I think all these go together. That's for parts, obviously. Next is box fell in. What does that say? Longley Speedy model 510. Again, this one's complete. It's got some fishing line in it. Still kind of wish it didn't. That's ugly. It is made in USA and the patent is pending. Oh, that's got a little bend to it, so I'm going to repeat what I did on the first one. Clean this up and bend that back and show you. I guess they made them better back then because I was unable to bend this back. Again, if I had like a vise and some actual decent tools, I could do it. But I don't. So, can't get mad at what you don't have. So, one on eBay. Actually, there's a couple on eBay. They're all around the $40 mark. I just thought I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. All around the $40 mark. This one, I don't know. It's in pretty good shape, to be honest. I'm going to put 30 on it because I want to move this stuff, which means I'll take 25 if you haven't learned by now. Next one is I've been kind of looking over this one because it's plastic and it's missing the crank. So there's not even writing on this thing. This one is one of those that are probably going to get thrown in the $5 bin. But I'm going to Google lens it real quick before I make that decision. Okay, so I'm going to clean it up anyways because from what I could find out, I think it's a Lawrence something or another, and that could be completely wrong. I'm only going on that just because of the type of plastic that it's made. It's got the same texture to it as one on eBay. It's not worth all that much. It's worth 10 bucks if that is what it is. Again, I couldn't find this exact one. I'm going to clean it up anyways, throw 10 bucks on it. If I don't move it, it'll go in the $5 bin before too long. I cleaned up really good. And again, I'll try to find a crank for it too. So this is going in the I need a crank pile, which currently only has one. That's one box done. So nice. Let's move on to, actually, all those were pretty old open faces, but this is an open face too, I think. Ooh, it's pretty smooth. It's got a little one of them. If you can tell me what that is, have at it. This is a Bach Brown Master Eel Model 3. Patent applied for. Not pending, but it's applied for. Out of the Arex Corporation division of the Lionel Corporation. Is that the same dude who made the trains? Lionel? Might be. Me reading that right there is worth the $5 I gave for the box of them. I'm going to take this off, even though I probably don't need to, but I just want to look. Arex spool. Number 813, Arex division of Lionel Corporation, Hillside, New Jersey. I don't know very many things in Hillside, New Jersey, but this is one of them now. Okay, we just had our first decent little find, if you will. It's a little bit confusing because these are listed anywhere from 70 bucks to $155 plus $30 shipping. I'm not sure what the price is, to be honest. That's kind of a big discrepancy. There's also a couple listed for like $12, but I don't understand that because there's like specific old vintage reel sites selling this or having it listed for 75 and up. So, I don't know. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put 65 on it because that means I'll take 60. And if it's worth the $12, nobody will buy it. And if it's worth the, how much did I say again? If it's worth the 65, somebody still probably won't buy it. But you know what? we're gonna try. Just another old Kmart. Remind you of it. Where's that at? I do believe it is. Actually, the crank's different. Oh, it's made in Japan. So, remind you of that Kmart one. Kmart's a little bit heavier, but this one also has a spool on it. Smooth. What I put 10 bucks on that one. This one, yeah, I'll put 10 bucks on this one. Let's grab something out of this top box right here. Again, ain't got no writing on it. Oh, hold on a second. Ocean City. See if you can see. Ocean City, is that a 21? Ocean City 21. What's it say on the bottom? It's something made in something USA. Probably patent pending or something. It's a good looking little reel. It's got like a black plastic to it. It kind of, clean it up, it kind of reminds you of like a wood grain. Well, it looks like we got another pretty good little find. See, there you can see better. Ocean City 21. On the back shows a whole lot. It's like this. Let me get it wet real quick because it shows up pretty good when it's got. There you go. Look at that weird, like, speckledy brown color. So the only listing I can look right here. You can kind of see it. You see it better in person. The only listing I can find for this is on eBay. It's Ocean City 21, and it says rare color. I don't know what's rare about it, but they have it listed for $80. Saw it on another website that said pretty much the same thing: rare, vintage color, vintage or rare color, whatever. But you had to sign up to like view the price. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So this is rare with a vintage color. So I'm gonna put 65 on it. I signed up for that website because I got curious. Glad I did, because I saw it for 20 bucks on there, and then I started looking a little bit harder, and I found another listing for 20 bucks on eBay. I don't know what that dude is smoking to have it listed for 80 bucks, but there you go, 20 bucks. Next, that is ugly. I can't imagine that's worth very much. Man, in Korea too. This is a strong contender to get put into the $5 crate. This is a Daiwa Silvercast. This is broken down here. It's supposed to have the Daiwa emblem, and then right here around this little strip is supposed to have some, I guess, just a sticker that goes around it. But I'm gonna put, I don't know, they're going for 20 to 30 bucks on the eBay. As far as I'm concerned, this is operational. It's missing a crank. Someone put it in the I need a crank pile, which has 2 in it right now. I don't know. I'll probably put 10 bucks on it. Someone give me 5 for it. And if this doesn't move in the next couple swap meets, I'll just put it in the $5 bin and call it a day. Next is one that caught my eye. It's pretty rusty, and it's missing part of its little crank. It's still pretty cool. Still surprisingly smooth for how it looks. Let's see. Chieftain. There's not an I, so it's Chieftain. There's no other writing on it. Not a model number, nothing. I can't find anything on this, especially with the word Chieftain. I have found that this thing is so smooth. I found one very similar. I'm thinking this is a knockoff of it, and it may not be. Again, let me know. It's a Atlantic Ocean reel from the 30s. Specifically, it said 1934. I feel like this is pretty sure this is just like something they threw in a Sears and Roebuck ad, and it was like 50 cents or something stupid like that. It's super smooth though, and it's cool looking. I'm thinking throwing $10 on it. No, I want $10 out of it, so I'm gonna put 12 on it, which means I'll take 10. It's just super old and cool looking, and the font on it, it's calling my name for some reason. It's not cool enough that I want to keep it, but I think it's cool enough that someone want to buy it. All right, moving on. I actually looked this up. I already have my phone down, so I looked it up previously, and again, it's confusing. This range is, actually, I haven't showed you it yet. It's a Fluger Nabi Mark number 1963, made in USA. It's got an on-off switch. That's not what that means, but it has one. Again, why is this one listed for $40 and also listed for 160? Hold on, it's 120 something. Why? I don't understand that. Like, these people need to get together and figure out what these things are worth. So that just confuses me because I don't know what to list this thing for or price it for. I do think this is going to clean up pretty good. I'm also missing the crank, so this is going to go into the I need a crank pile. I'm not too sure what to price this thing for. They're kind of all over the place. I'm going to put 45 on it because it is missing a crank. But again, if I do get a crank, it might go up a little bit, but probably not. And again, 45 means I'll take it 40 for it. I've also got two of these. I'm going to go and clean the other one up. I'm not going to show you it. Actually, here, I showed you it. It's the same thing. Oh look, got another one of these plastic doohickeys. Kind of tempted just to throw this one in the $5 pile because it's rough. That is, I think I'll do that. Right between my feet right here is the $5 pile, and then it's slowly going down there. That'd be alright. Moving on, we got, I love when they just don't put any writing on here. It's old and not smooth at all, but you don't have a crank to turn it over, so who knows. 100. Is that the price on it? I doubt it. Still cool looking. It's going to get cleaned up and stuff. Okay, so I suddenly remembered that I have this thing called Technology, aka Dremel. So I hit this up, and that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Finally whipped that out because I remembered. I finally whipped it out because I saw this one, and this is screaming to be polished up. Anyways, oh, I forgot to look this up. So give me a second. Yeah, I figured that nothing would come up. There's no writing on this whatsoever to determine what it is. So I'm assuming it's just like a little generic cheapy Sears and Roebuck catalog reel. So it is cool looking and it's old looking. I'm gonna put 12 on it. Take 10. You don't make your millions selling high dollar items. You make your millions selling $5 and $10 items. So there we go, $10. Also, you'll never guess what pile it's going in. It's going in the I need a crank pile because it needs a crank. And I didn't show you this one. I showed you a quick glance at it, but let's see, this is a Bronson Fleetwing number 2475. I don't know what is on this thing, but I feel like I'm gonna whip out the big boy awesome cleaner to try to get it off because this one can be pretty. It just needs some attention. This stuff also, you don't want to use it in like an apartment setting or any other enclosed setting because it's pretty stout. So don't do what I'm doing. Here it is, cleaned up a little bit. I think that's just, you can't feel it. That's the weird part. So it's not pinning. I don't know. Clean up the back too. So these are between 50 and 70 bucks with the crank, and they're a whole lot better shape. This is not, obviously. It's smooth as everything though, still. So I think I'm gonna put 20 on it. And if I find a crank, that's fine. If I don't, it's still cool looking. That's going in the I need a crank pile, which is funny enough, it's growing pretty significantly. So, and we're getting to some of the newer stuff now. I don't know, these probably ain't worth very much, but well, this surprised me. This is a Ted Williams 236. This is the Sears and Roebuck one. That's pretty cool. This is with the crank, granted. It's like 25 to 40 bucks. I would have never thought that. And I mentioned earlier, or a few seconds ago actually, that we're getting into the newer stuff now. That's not true. There's a whole bunch of older stuff still. Just so happens the box that I'm going to next is newer stuff. But past that, it's a whole bunch of older stuff. So I'm going to put 20 on it, take 15. Okay, so we got a Zebco. Stainless steel corrosion resistant. Positive pickup system. Wow. Line cap, 100 yards, 20 pounds, silent, selective, anti-reverse. This is a high dollar unit. You can tell by looking at it. I'm gonna look it up, but is this the same thing? Zebco 404. I'll look both of these up at the same. Actually, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna clean these up, obviously, but and we got another. Oh, this is Zebco 202. It's actually a pretty good feeling reel for a plastic one. That's a good look. Zebco 600. That's pretty. It's got like a sparkle to it. I like that. I'm gonna speed run these because they're newer. I'm just going to show you all of these and then look them up. Speaking of pretty, look at that one. I don't know what went there. Zebco. Well, tell me what you are. I'm gonna look these up, price them, and then I'll come back and tell you what they're worth. Starting out, the one I actually like the most, Zebco 600. It's 15 to 20 bucks. I put 12 on it. Take 10. And I tried to find all these without the cranks. I don't know what the dude did with the cranks, but none of these have them. I'm sure if you're into these enough to where you want to collect them, you have cranks. I would think. I don't know. Zebco 202, put 7 bucks on it. Nothing special. Then we got, I think this is a Zebco 303. It should have a sticker right here. I put 10 bucks on it. They're 20 to 25, but this one's kind of rough. But insides and stuff look super clean. So I don't see why it won't work. Forgot what is this is it a 33, Zebco 33? I think so. This one's one of the prettiest ones. Put 20 bucks on it. They're going for around that. And this one's actually in pretty good shape, other than missing the crank. Who would be surprised at this point? Then finally, 404. These actually surprised me. This cleaned up pretty good. I put 15 on it. They're actually around 20 to 25 for some reason. It doesn't look like anything special to me. It's made in USA. Hey, what about that? Oh, yeah, that's USA. I didn't think it'd be that much. I figured 5 bucks, but sure. Next, we got, it's missing the top piece. JC Higgins, model 31170. That's a mouthful. It's missing the top piece, but still pretty smooth. All right, we got another speed round. I couldn't find anything on this. Even though with the part number, I put 5 bucks on it. It's missing the top piece. Then, got 2 other Zebco 202s. This one has a crank. I put 7 bucks a piece on them. That's what I put on the other one. Then we're getting back into some cool stuff. Actually, let's start out with this one. It's not too old, I don't think. But, is this what I think it is? Yeah, Abu Garcia. I haven't even looked this up yet, but my dad said it's up there. There's some writing on it. I can't tell, but it's a good looking little reel. Oh, magnetic brake. Hold on. Wait. There's... Ah, dang it. I found some extra cranks in here. But this one don't even need cleaning up. This sucker's just clean. I'm going to Google this. I'm expecting good things because my dad said it was. Couldn't find very much on it. I think this is a Ambassador Ultra. Complete with the crank doohickey. It's like 150 bucks. I don't know. How much is the crank effect? It's probably a good bit. And none of the cranks so far I found fit it. But right now I'm going to put... What am I going to put on it? I don't know yet. 65? I don't know. Again, I want to try to sell this stuff. Alright, we got a Shakespeare Wondercast. Model number 1775. That the year it was made. Was this released a year before America did this whole thing with Britain? Probably not. I like this. It's ribbed for your pleasure. Never mind. I feel like I had to make that joke. It's got like a cool texture to it. And overall, it's just a really good looking reel. And we got... Ooh, that's plastic. Got an Ocean City X10 or times 10. I don't know what we're multiplying. Who would have thought? Missing the crank. Made in Korea. I'm not expecting very much out of this one. Then we got back to the open face. And back to not having a single brand or number on it or anything. Kind of rusty, kind of crusty. Some of these I'm sure were used for saltwater fishing. Did they take a specific reel? I'm not sure. But I'm not surprised at some of these being rusty. So I'm going to look all three of these up. I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to come back and report my findings. This Shakespeare is kind of disappointing. It's such a cool looking little reel. I put 15 on it. They're 20 bucks. I like the look of it. Kind of wish it was worth more. But, I mean, just look at that. Look at that font. You can't tell me that script alone is not worth, $14 billion. And, I don't know. I was expecting grand things, but it's okay. It's Ocean City kind of surprised me. They're between $10 and $20. I don't know how these two are worth the same, but I don't know. Be good for the little kid's rod, but I wouldn't do anything serious with this metal plastic. Actually, oh, that doesn't even unscrew. Just kind of okay. Well, Ocean City may be a good brand. I don't know. This is also Ocean City. I didn't price it because it's kind of rough. Again, 20 bucks. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this to the side, and I'm going to see if this crank will fit one of the nicer ones. And I'll just throw $5 on this. Another Kmart. Okay, this logo is backwards from everything else. Quality Star Drag Spin casting reel. Kmart 200. I need to work on centering stuff in the camera. Kind of cool looking. Reminds you of that Ocean City I just messed with. Okay, now we got J.C. Higgins. And I feel like we have our first one that needs to be greased up because that's pretty rough. Overall, this is actually a pretty cool looking reel. Reminds you of those two Kmart ones I had earlier. Actually, it reminds you a whole lot of it. It's J.C. Higgins. That kind of reminds me. Is that like a Sears type thing? I don't know. Let me know. It's more old open face. We got a Shakespeare True Blue 1956. Sure, that's the model number, not the year. Might be the year. I don't know. Made in USA. Reminds you of ones I've messed with before in this video. Definitely needs to be cleaned up, but that's kind of interesting. Got some more with some fishies on it. That's really cool. Wish it had the crank, but beggars can't be. Oh, it's got a crank nut. Well, at least you have something. Again, well, I mean, look at this thing. You wouldn't expect it to be as smooth as it is. That's kind of ugly, but I'll show them this side when I want to sell it to them. Is this another Shakespeare? Nope, this is a South Bend Spincast 66 model A. Wow. Made in USA. It's got like a pink tint to it. It's actually kind of cool looking. Then next we got, I just shined up one of these. So it's a Bronson Fleetwing. These are worth pretty good money. I wish I would have found this one first before I spent time polishing the other one, but that's all right. Show you. There's one sitting over here you probably noticed for a while. It's a Shakespeare Sportscast 1973. Let's see what the model number is. Model something E. I don't know. .EQE. This is one of my favorites. It's just it's so smooth. First of all, you should probably already figured that. It just looks so good. Yeah. Pretty good shape. These are actually up there pretty good. I put 40 on it. Starting out, we got the Kmart. Put 10 bucks on it. Couldn't really find anything on it. It's in pretty good shape. Has a good look to it. Got the Bronson Fleet wing. I did polish this up with my Dremel, or try to. Put 30 on it. I had 20 on the one that's rougher. This one's definitely going to get set to the side to try to find a reel for it, or a crank, I mean. Shakespeare True Blue 1956. Not sure. Oh, model FE. That may be the year. I don't know. It might be. Again, just has a really good look to it. Didn't really clean up the best, but I'm sure you could polish it up. Yeah, put 20 on it. This J.C. Higgins, couldn't find anything. I put 7 on it, and I took the crank off of. Actually, it's on this one. I'll show you in a second. Again, this just has a good look to it. I figure it's worth $5. And again, priced at 7, take 5. Here's the crank off of it. I just thought it matched this one really good. This is the Spincast 66 by South Bend, $15. This one I couldn't find any, but I put 15 on it. That's probably too much, but it's just, look at it. It's just got such a good look to it. I highly doubt I'll sell it for 15. I probably should have dropped that down a little bit, but who knows? Someone might show up and know what it does. I don't know. Look at the throw on this thing. Goodness. Oh, that's all right. What is this thing? Olympic Atlantis 2600. Another cool looking one. Oops, something just fell. What was that? Smooth as you would want. This kind of leaves less something to be desired, just a fine thread screw, but I guess you could figure something out. That wouldn't be too hard. This was pretty nasty. This reminds me of this, which I said was a Daiwa Silvercast. And I think this may be a smaller version. I don't know. Got another Daiwa Silvercast. Look at that. As broken as the other one, so let's not touch that. Wish I had some glue to put in there. Manufactured by Daiwa Psycho Japan. That's pretty cool. Another Abu Garcia 9000. Ball bearings. That's a pretty good looking reel too. That's ugly. Yeah, this one is probably about useless, worthless to be honest. But I'll throw $5 on there, and someone who's into these may want it. It is metal, so it's old. I'm assuming it's another Zebco. It's an 808. I had one of these earlier. Shimano R2000. Never heard of that one. Starting out with the Shimano R2000. This is actually a pretty good little brand I've read. Or like within the 5 minutes I read. Put 25 on it. Then we got another Zebco 33. Put $20 on it. I don't remember what I put on the other one. I need to look, but I think it's around $20. Then we got the Daiwa Silvercast. Put 12 on it. Garcia 9000 wasn't worth as much as I thought. Put 20 on it. It's missing the handle. That's kind of why. I put 15 on it just because it's super smooth. And just build you, literally all you need to do is just get a piece of wood, something, make it pretty if you want. Put a hole in it, then you're going to have a really nice handle. Now we're getting into the bag stuff. Wow, that is a whole bag of Zebco 202s. They all have cranks on them though. So I can tell you I spent $5 for it. So 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 35 bucks right there. Not gonna dig into it, you know, because you've seen a Zebco 202. Ooh, okay, we got some goodies in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that logo. Look how, that is one of the worst designs I've ever seen. Some, you know, they kind of like taper some of these to make them look good. This is just a square. It doesn't turn over. Does it have a lock? I bet it does because it feels like it's locked. That is a neat looking little reel. I need to look that up. It's got it's got 20 bucks on it already. Need to take that off. Shakespeare model with a sticker over it for some reason. Feels good. Oh, I have another one of these South Bend Spincast 70. Got another one of those with a crank. Wow, these bags are a better deal. They all got cranks on them. Then it looks like we got another, ooh, that's a Shakespeare Wondercast. Got another one of these somewhere down there. Starting off with the South Bend Spincast, 15 bucks. Got a Shakespeare Wondercast, put 20 on it. And then another Shakespeare. Couldn't figure out what the model number is because it's got a weird sticker on it. I just put 20 on it again. It's got a cool look to it. I like the, I don't know. This one just looks good. And super smooth. Then the coolest one here, the Futura 101. There's right on it. That's 20 bucks. Like 20 to 40, but well, actually, it's like not quite 40. It's like 35 bucks. 20 to 35, so I put 20 on it. Well, moving on, we got. I don't know yet. That was priced 20. Oh, it's a Zebco 600. 25 bucks. That seems kind of high. We'll look it up though. It does look good. Oh. South Bend Mirage. That's cheap. Smooth. I don't think it's that old. I'm just gonna go ahead and write on it. $5. And we got. Why is this one 25? Zebco 357 Silver Bullet. That one's cool looking, to be honest. Not sure that I see 25 in it, but we'll look it up. Daiwa 20. All kind of newer looking stuff. Well, starting out with the most underassuming one, I feel like. I don't know if this is like a special edition or something or what, but these are over $100. And this has 25 on it. It's plastic, and the more you use it, it frees up a little bit, but it looks kind of sticky. I don't know what to do about that because I can't see this being $100, but you know, I may keep it at 25. I may not. I'm not sure yet. The Mirage, I was right on it. $5. This one, that was actually right. This was around 25 to 30 bucks. Take 20 for it. And then a little Daiwa right here, $7. Next, actually, I want to go to this one. This is a big boy. The dude said that this one alone was over $200 at the auction, and there's some spare parts in here. Hold on. I really can't see that, and in fact, I've looked it up, and I still don't see it because it's not worth that. Kmart brand 307. I don't think this thing's ever been used. I mean, just look at it. And you got there's your crank, and there's your thing to put that on. So you just got to put it back together. I mean, it's pretty. We're gonna reassemble it and then just look it up, see what it is. I really don't see it being what he said, but I might get surprised. I don't know. Well, there's used ones in less better of a shape. I don't know about selling, but they're being listed for anywhere from $60 to $100. So I put 75 on it. I feel like that's decent. I also figured out there's a little grub screw right here. That's actually pretty cool. So you tighten this down, and then there's a little. Actually, it's not a grub screw. It's just a screw that goes in right there, and see it locks in, keeps this from spinning and loosening. So, you know, I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty. All right, so you guys want more open face ones or like some newer Johnson ones? Like not too new. I don't know how you're going to tell me which one you want since you're watching this after I do it, so I'm just going to pick the Johnson ones first. I'm assuming that's the ones you wanted. See, we got a... Oh, that's nice looking. Got a guide by Johnson. They make the boat motors, don't they? It's nice looking. Also, I wasn't planning on doing all of these today. But it is currently almost dark outside, and I have almost done all of them today. Next, ooh, there's nothing to this. I don't even know what brand that is. I think that's another Kmart, because I had a... Where'd it go? Oh, it's gone. I had one with that same, like, writing on it right there. 20 bucks on that. That seems steep. I see that changing. Another Johnson. The guy told me these are all Johnson. Century 115. Actually good looking. It feels good. This one is missing the cap. It is another Shakespeare. I've got another one missing the cap somewhere, and I didn't put it anywhere near $20. So we'll see. We'll see what. All right, for the most part, they were right on the money. This Johnson right here, around 20 bucks. This little plastic one, they had 20 on it. I put 10 on it. That 20 bucks seems crazy for that. And then we got another Johnson, the guide. Kept 20 bucks on it. That seems pretty reasonable. This one is It's missing the top half, but it is an older Shakespeare. I put 10 on it. They had 20 on it. I don't know. To me, that's worth, unless you just have another one that, oh, that is kind of not smooth at all. I don't know. I may have to drop that down to 5. I don't see that selling, to be honest. All right, and the last one in this box, we got a bunch of, actually, looks like to be in pretty good shape, open face reels. Oh, that greenish blue is pretty. It's a Bronson Meteor. It's got a little surface rust. See, they had 20 on it right there. Made in USA. That 20 seems on par with the rest of them. Pretty smooth. Doesn't even really need to be cleaned up. It's pretty nice. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like this one. Look how small it is. I want to keep that one. I'm not going to, but I want to. Atlantis Portage trademark. Oh, Portage. That one, if there's one I wanted to keep, it's this one. Like little grooves. Super smooth too. Next we got, ooh, this one needs to be cleaned up. Pfluger Trusty. Again, I need to get better at aiming this thing. Feels good. With a little design on the back. That one needs to be cleaned up. And finally, we got, oh, this one looks pretty cool. Shakespeare Marthoff. Is that a D or a T or an H? Marhoff, 1964, nickel silver, model GE, General Electric. It's a good looking little reel. What they have on this? 25. That seems reasonable. I'm still gonna look these up, but that seems reasonable. Okay, so on this one, I've made the executive decision that I want to keep this. This is such just a cute little reel. I like it. Ooh, don't spin it too fast. But price-wise, it's kind of tempting to sell. I just saw these anywhere from $75 to over $300 if you have the box. It's hard not to sell it. I don't know. I'm still not sure what I want to do. And from my experience, if you're not sure about something, you're better off just not getting rid of it. So, oh, that's me. I can see my face. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I think one of these days, this is a little off topic. You know, like those old display cases you see at like these old general stores. I want to get one of those one day, just for like all of my cool little knickknacks and stuff to go in. Just like stuff that I've found at the swap meet every once in a while. I just want to like have a little case to put stuff like this in, and I think I want this to go in it in the future. So I'm gonna set it right here just to overlook everything. Now on the rest of these, they actually did pretty good. The pawn shop I'm talking about. This is around 20 to 25. They have it for 20. I'll negotiate a little bit on that. This is, hold on, which one is this one? Yeah, this is the Shakespeare. It's Marhoff. It's an H actually, 1964. That's about right. $25. It's a little bit too high to be honest, because with the box they're around 30, which is just insane to me. Like, I know they made billions of these things, but like, why is that not a little bit more than that? You know, because out of the millions they sold, 97.6% of them had to get the box thrown away. So like, I would have thought that would have been a little bit more. And this one, I said I was going to clean up. I didn't. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. $15. That's about right. I just went through I don't know how many reels I just went through, but it was a lot. I feel like this is a pretty long video. But from the cranks and stuff I found, I just found some that fit it. These, like the right size, because they got like a little weird bit. I don't have the nuts for any of these actually, so I just taped it to it so they have them. I'm sure some of these, it isn't the right ones, but this actually, I should have showed you before, but this one actually looked really good on here. It fit in this stuff. I just didn't have the right bolt to go in there. But yeah, I just went through a whole lot right here. And if you found it fun, I guess, or entertaining, you consider subscribing, I guess. Um, yeah, I just went through a whole lot. I enjoy doing stuff like this, especially like anything like mechanical stuff like this. I found it pretty interesting just to go through them all. I actually didn't have to grease up any of them. Like they were just good. It's kind of surprising. But yeah, I do weird stuff like this on this channel every once in a while. Most of the time I just work on trucks and stuff and other fun things. But yeah, I think that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching.